Hey everyone, how you doing? Dan here, and today I thought we could have a quick look at some more ND filters for your Mini 2 or Mini drone. Now before we go any further, you might be asking what an ND filter is. So an ND filter, it sits in front of your lens and it pretty much limits the amount of light going into the camera. So you can think of it as pretty much sunglasses for your camera. I've actually got a variable ND filter on the camera I'm using now, so I'll just show you what effect that does. So if I rotate it, it's going to get really dark in here, and then I can bring it back around. The idea of an ND filter is to allow you to creatively set your aperture and shutter speed. Now this can be used in both photography and videography. In photography, it's generally used to create a longer exposure, especially in daytime, because you're limiting the amount of light going into the camera, that allows you to set a longer exposure. And with video, it kind of works in a different way. It allows us to limit our shutter speed to double our frame rate. And this just gives you a really nice motion blur, which will make your videos look a little bit more cinematic. So for example, if you're shooting at 60 FPS, ideally your shutter speed should be 120, and for example 25 FPS would be looking for a shutter speed of 1/50. You can also use ND filters to creatively set your aperture too. When you're in super bright conditions, instead of having to knock your aperture down to something like f8, f11, f16, maybe even lower, you'll be able to keep your aperture nice and wide, shooting at something maybe like 1.8, 2.8, even 3.5, but it allows you to creatively set your shutter speed and aperture to what you want to get the desired look of your scene. And it's another reason why you should always use ND filters, especially when shooting outdoors on either drones or normal cameras. It really does help you get that creative look. The only problem with the drone... Oh, we got a cat. We got a cat here. Let's say hello. Oh. When you are shooting with the Mini 2 drone, you can't actually change the aperture. It's a fixed aperture at 2.8. So when you use the ND filters, you can at least creatively set one of your exposure settings and you're not being totally limited by the drone. Freewell sent over some ND filters to have a quick play around with, and I thought I'd make a couple of videos for you guys as well. So today we've got the All Day 8-pack, which includes 8 filters, which is absolutely amazing. And we get 3 ND filters, ND4, ND8 and ND16. We get a circular polarizer filter, which is super useful, and I've got a very interesting video to show you guys in a couple of weeks time. But basically I sent my drone over a lake with a circular polarizer filter on, and I could see all the fish swimming around underneath. It was absolutely amazing. So stay tuned for that one, and make sure to like, comment and subscribe to the channel so you're alerted when that comes out. And finally we've got ND8, 16, 32 and 64, all of which have a circular polarizer filter on them too. So if you're in bright daytimes and you really want to make your sky pop or reduce the glare off water, these will be the filters for you, so definitely check them out. But today's just going to be a very short video. We're just going to have a quick look at what's included in the box and how to attach them to the Mini 2 drone. And then over the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping to get out and about and film some more videos. Some looking at the ND filters for the drone, a couple of reviews, and how to capture long exposure photography. We'll be looking at, do you need ND filters for video? The answer is yes, you definitely do, especially if you want to make it look a little bit more cinematic. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you're just a hobbyist and you just love flying your drone, you don't need an ND filter for that. But if you're trying to make your video look a little bit more filmic or cinematic, ND filters will definitely come in useful. So let's have a quick look at what you get in the box. So first of all, you get this lovely metallic tin, which has got all 8 ND filters in, and I absolutely love this. This tin is definitely going to keep all of your ND filters as safe as possible. So as I was saying earlier, you've got the ND4, ND8, ND16. So these will be great for if it's not too bright outside. Normally I shoot with the ND16 and very rarely do I need to go more than that for shooting video. But then you've also got the individual circular polarizer filter. As I was saying earlier, this just allows you to make blues pop in the sky, and it allows you to remove any glare in the scene. And then just along the bottom, we've got our NDs and circular polarizers together. So it's all included in this lovely little box, keeping everything nice and safe. And the quality is so amazing, I love the little click. It's really cool. I did actually get out this morning to shoot some videos, a couple what I've mentioned, and my weather app lied to me again. They do say in Manchester, if you want the weather to change, just wait 5 minutes and look out your window, and that's definitely true. I left this morning with nice blue skies, got to my shooting location, and by the time I was there, it had clouded over, which is no good when I'm doing videos on ND filters. So as you can see, these filters are absolutely tiny. This is the circular polarizer filter, and you see this red ring on the front rotates to set the level of polarization, and you can actually see it working there. So you can see here, we've got very minimal glare, but then I slowly start rotating it, and then look at all that glare now. So as you see, that's working really, really well. Just before we go any further, guys, I just wanted to let you know about a giveaway when I get to 1,000 subscribers. At the time of making this video, I'm on, I think, 700, but as I get close to 1,000, I'm going to be putting a bundle together of accessories for the Mini 2 drone, which I'll have a competition when I get to the 1,000 subscribers. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to make sure that happens as quick as possible. There's going to be some ND filters in there. There's going to be a drone landing mat and a couple of other really cool drone accessories, so definitely keep tuned for that. Also, whilst I've got you guys here, I just wanted to say a huge thank you for the amount of support you've been giving the channel, all the likes, the comments, even just watching the videos on the channel. It's absolutely amazing, and thank you so much. It really means the world to me. But let's continue with this video. That's what we're all here for, isn't it? So as I was saying, these all connect to the drone extremely easily. So in there we've got some little grids which the ND filters connect to. Now you've got to do this extremely carefully. You don't want to be applying too much pressure, but all I tend to do is point the camera down like that, get the ND filter, line the little hooks up on, which I showed you earlier, pop them on, line them up like so, and then just pop the filter down, and it should connect something looking like that. There we go. In all honesty, I'd probably use the NDs with the circular polarizer filters as well, just because you get kind of 2-in-1, which is always good. But the ND filters on their own are definitely useful. When you're attaching the filters to the drone, just be careful of fingerprints on both the drone camera and their filters. But Freewell have thought of this, because in this little envelope in the box, you actually get a microfiber cloth just to get rid of any accidental fingerprints. It does happen, so they've thought that through, which is really nice of them. You also just get a little filter installation guide with a QR code, which is quite handy. You get a lifetime warranty and some video tutorials, and finally just some Freewell stickers. So that's pretty much it for this video. I know it's super short, but I definitely do recommend these, and I will be getting out a lot over the next couple of weeks exploring these ND filters in a lot more detail. And again, thank you very much to Freewell for sending these over. It is absolutely amazing. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.